Hello, Divine Soul Tribe. Back again with a late night message. So, it's 3:33 in the morning. I was literally pulled out of my bed. I tried to go to bed, to go to sleep, because I'm tired. You know, I did this a few hours ago. I put on Mystic Tory, because you know, my girl's got the tea when it comes to Carmerville. And her tea is always very similar to my tea. So I thought, let me go and have a cup. See what my friend, my girl, is saying. Wow. Her latest, well, not her latest one, she's put another one out now. The one that, because I didn't obviously watch it all, but then I woke up and finished listening to it. Because I was awake. Like I was talking about cults, societies, that your person is in. Oh, and this was a very specific message. So your person's involved in a cult or a society, and they've been lying to the highest possible degree about you. I couldn't believe this. It was literally like what I was saying. And getting other people involved in their campaign of hate. But this whole group was involved. 1:44 on the clock. Family, it was a family. So it's either your family or your person's family. A minimum of 5 people involved, at least 2 older men, at least 2 older women. Hi, Gareth. A minimum of 2 young men and a minimum of 3 young women. That's what I'm picking up. So, that's what I'm picking up. That's not what she said. Well, you know what? Her tea is like my tea. Talking about secret societies. What did I say to you about that when I was in the Kipper deck? I'm actually just going to find it. Because there he is. What did I say? I said a 33rd degree Mason is concerned. I even turned around and said, this person's been in yours or your person's life since you was a child. Brings me back round to this sexual trauma that keeps coming up that won't get worked past. Here's the tea, people. Here's the tea. What you didn't know. She put all the missing pieces together for me. The house was robbed. When it was newly built. Probably by this mature man. That's what the problem is with the sexual trauma. That's what's been done in the dark. And whoever this fucker is, I would imagine is in this kind of fucking state right now. Oh yeah, Divina's in the house. Well, she's always in the house. Because that's me. I've been saying. She just filled in the gaps for me. Imprisonment, bad health. I hope that fucker ends up in a coffin. Because what kind of person, I mean, we all know what kind of people, what kind of person robs a fucking child's house? Kind of people that run the fucking country, that's it. I knew I was onto something when this shit kept coming up. And I'm recording this on here and for YouTube as well because I want to make sure it's in both places. So, this fucker with that mature woman that keeps fucking showing her face were involved in robbing this child's house. However, that's why they've been trying so hard to stop the union between the counterparts. Because the union between the counterparts would heal the sexual trauma, thereby releasing the child from their imprisonment that they never fucking asked for. So, I want to know what else we can pick up. That bad health, that imprisonment, that fucking coffin, for that fucking predator. Take it as it resonates, people. If it's hitting the spot, that means it's resonating. Robbed a child's house. I don't really think I need to put that into a deeper explanation. Your own family members, or their own family members. Now, the angels are trying to heal this child and repair this house. So that there's no more conflict and chaos within that house. Because that's the problem. That's the problem with your person. And if you're cross-watching, because you're a masculine trying to get out of your distorted energy, right? That'll be the reason why you're not healing. Because this is masculine energy that we've been picking up on. I mean, yeah, there could be some no, it's masculine energy. Could be a man or a woman. Doesn't matter. Energy's fluid. But it's masculine energy that's been distorted by this kind of shit. And that's why there's been a lot of chaos and conflict within that house. Because it's been disrupted ever since child. That's why it's a constant state of confusion. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. Your person or you have been conditioned. It's called MK Ultra. SRA. Go and look the terms up. I'm sick of telling up. Honestly, look. Look at this fuck. So, this person could be representative of somebody's mother working with this fuckwit. All in cahoots to rob that fucking child's house. Excuse my swearing. As you can see, I'm mad right now. I'm gonna put a sweet smile on my face so it don't hit as hard. Can't promise the volume won't go up. What kind of... This is the line I'm getting. This is the story I'm getting. This bitch and this asshole worked with this to rob this child's house. So that child grew up to constantly be in this energy, constantly be in a state of chaos and conflict. That'll be why your person's got addictions, because their house was robbed as a child, and the people that were supposed to protect your person were working with this fucker. S-R-A. Go and look it up. That's why your person's the way they are. And if you're a cross watcher because you're trying to get out of your distorted energy, that's why you're the way you are. Because your house was robbed when you was a child. Because the people that you grew up with work with this fucker. In fact, most of the people in those kind of fucking groups don't even work with that fucker. They work with other demons. Upper level demons. Like the fucker they got under the Vatican. But I digress. SRA. Death and rebirth. Osiris is overlooking this transitional period of time, so trying to look after this person. However, we know your person's stubborn. We also know your person is a fucking stalker. I'm going to go ahead and say, because it has been coming up a few times in readings, that your person, not everybody, but there will be a small, minute few people, your person's fucking fully involved in that shit. Knows exactly what they're fucking doing. Is quite aware that their house was robbed when they was a fucking child. And they're collaborating with this fuck. Not all of you, just some of you. Very small percentage. For the rest of you that are experiencing this on a personal scale, well, it's all personal, isn't it? For the rest of you whose person doesn't know and isn't involved in the family business, they're trying to get away from that shit. That's why the death and rebirth card is out. But, and I keep telling you this, there are going to be a transformation. You're going through a transformation despite what these fuckers try to bring down on you. Because we know they've been trying to rain it down. Over time. That's why the train was dispatched. They should have known better. And if any cross watchers here have still been doing their same fucking shit, give it up. Can't beat God. Not my God, anyway. You know, the thing is, that was a card that kept coming through as well on the Mud You Got the Tea deck, which I'm going to get out in a minute, is you're underestimated. You guys here, watching me now, whenever you're watching this, you're underestimated. And that's what these people didn't bank on. You being a bit savvy with your gifts. You actually knowing how to use your gifts and how to protect yourself and how to call in protection. That's why shit's been backfiring. Because you're on in your source energy. And you are vibrating on a higher frequency. In your knowing. Not your thinking or your believing. You're in your knowing. Because you've got faith in God and unlocked your wisdom. That's why they can't do this shit to you. Because you're healing. Your person's trying to heal as well. For some of you, that your person listens to the chaos and the conflict, quite happily stays awake at night, thinking of ways that they can continue to fucking work with these arseholes. Not all of you, just some of you. Do you know what I just heard? Some of you are going to have to be really careful. They know that they was robbed as a child. This is going to be for a very small percentage of people. Very small. Your person hasn't repressed those memories. Your person knows that they were robbed as a child. They actually feel honoured that they were taken into the fucking group to work for this one here. So, if your person, sorry, but that is small few of you, whose person thinks it's an honour to fucking work with creatures like this, and people that rob children's houses, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, not suggest, I'm going to go ahead and tell you to stay the fuck away from that shit. You know if your person's still carrying this fucking energy. I would know, because I'd see the fucker. Not everybody has my fucking gift of being able to see demons like this. Tap into your source energy, people. When I tell you, yes, you're protected, but you still got to do your part. Because there's a lot of confusion being sent out at the moment, and if you're not in your full know, and if you're allowing people to sprinkle doubt dust on you, they're going to come in and they're going to knock you off your path, because that's what they're trying to do. Stop you from healing. Perseverance, that's what's going to get you through. Unfortunately for them, their perseverance at trying to rob your house, not content at robbing a child's house, want to rob your fucking house. Their perseverance has led them to bad health, which is going to lead them to a fucking long dirt nap in a coffin. Or maybe they'll be fucking burnt. Whatever suits. I don't like things like that. I really don't. But we have talked about these things before, haven't we? And I've said to you, and I've said to you, and I've said to you, I don't know how many times about this sexual trauma that needs to be healed. Who thought it would have led to this? Who would have well, I knew it was going to lead to this, because I knew. Look at me, sitting here without my bracelets on. Silly me. Look. I've been dragged out of my bed at 3:30 in the morning to give out this message. You've got Isis on the case. With faith and wisdom, you're going to get through this. Isis and Osiris are together. They are counterparts. They are together working on this. Yeah? You just got to persevere and keep going. Because these fuckers, they're going to persevere and keep going all the way to that. They've already been stripped of their fucking gifts. That's why they've been out there collaborating with other people. And who's to say that your empty person, because their house is empty, is full of fucking demons. Well, it's empty of divinity anyway. They're a demon house at the moment. That's a small percentage of people that are have actually been born into this shit, like I was saying earlier. Yeah? Yeah? Fucking thieves. SRA. Go and look it up. It's quite common in families associated with people like this. Part of the MK Ultra programming. Sexual trauma opens up gateways for demons to get in. But don't worry, order and peace is about to be restored. Oh, excuse me. Righteousness. Yeah. Because you're living a life of righteousness. Now, if your person, just stay away from them. If this is you, if this is your person, and they've literally refused to get out of that energy, and they're filling their house up with this shit. So we're talking addictions, because that feeds the demons. Sex, drugs, alcohol, and anything else that they might find they've got a liking for. Stay away from them. As long as they're feeding their demons, they're not for you. And I do not care how much that hurts to hear. Yes, that might sound harsh, but I'm not in the business of fluffy, there. I can't do it. I'm not about to do it, people. Go and find Mystic Tory. Go and find her on YouTube, please. She just put a video out, but the one that I'm talking about, where she literally goes in and talks about societies, secret societies, family members involved, like I was fucking saying. And she gets into it. Now, I'm not getting what she got, but I'm getting enough. So, and one of the things that she was getting was that your person, not all of you, so don't try to make it fit, some of you, small percentage, yeah? Your person is telling lies about you to cover their ass for whatever reason. Because, let's face it, we know we're dealing with an addict that carries the spirit of narcissism, aka the fucking devil. Anyway, they've been telling lies about you, trying to get people involved in their hate campaign because they couldn't fucking break you. What kind of fucking shit is that? You've got people out, you've got family members, you've got friends, you've got fucking divine counterparts that are just so distorted, they're fucking full of this bastard because they had their mother and their fucking somebody in a high position in a fucking cult robbing their house when they was a fucking kid. So they're out here in this energy, refusing to fucking heal. Some of your people are healing. Some, not all, but some. Unless your person can 100% prove, and I mean 100% prove without a shadow of a doubt, and if you're in your high priestess energy, you know that they are completely 100% emancipated, and I mean emancipated, any and all soul contracts severed, rebuked and renounced, don't fucking go near them. Because they're still trying to steal your fucking light. That's me getting passionate right now. But I'm about truth and fairness. You are an alchemical force to be reckoned with. You know what the problem was? They thought you was ordinary. They didn't realise they were dealing with a chosen one. They didn't. They messed up, as we keep seeing. So I'm going to get my Magic at the T deck out and see what Magic got to say. What the T is over there. Well, don't worry. Because you're highly ranked in the spiritual world. Well, why would you not be? You're a chosen one. You have a big mission on earth. So for all the cross watchers, you know, the fuckers that are involved in this shit, because we're all watched, so we will be watched, this will be watched, because I've got a big mouth and I talk about things that, well, that's it, a couple of weeks ago, button it, fuck off. That's me right now, shaman. I'm stepping into my power. Good morning, Claire. I'm not about to be bang. Try it. Third eye. Well, my third eye's always been open. My first eye has always been open. As should yours have been, people. Definitely. If it hasn't been, it definitely is now. Because like I keep telling you, the veil's been lifted. They can't do anything anymore. That's what I'm saying. People shouldn't be able to manipulate you. Right. This here, Dark Night of the Soul, the Purge. I'm alright, my love. I'm just getting into it. Dragged out of my fucking bed at 3:30 in the morning to do a reading, so here I am. Right, Dark Night of the Soul. This is you guys at the moment, as well as your person, if, of course, they are getting away from this shit. If not, they ain't having it. Right? They're just all up his arse. Yeah? Stay away from him. If their energy is the same and they present themselves to you, stay away from him. Because when I tell you that'll be part of your fucking final test, that'll be part of your final test. I'll be here. I'm here for it. Let's get into it. So the Purge. That'll be why you've been crying. The moon cycles. Well, you're getting mad and angry. Everything's got to come up and out. Up and out. The shit at the basement. See? That's why that fucking sacral chakra kept coming up. Because your person, a small percentage of you, actually no, it's quite a lot, but your person and that small percentage of you, if you're cross-watching, yeah, I'm not sugarcoating it, right? Refusing to work past that sexual trauma that was perpetrated, yeah, by these fuckwits when you was a child. S-R-A. It's funny, isn't it? You go down a few rabbit holes when you go looking for this, looking for that. Do you know how I started going down those rabbit holes? I've never liked Christmas and I wanted to know why. So I went and looked it up. About 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, no, something like that. So I'm fucking sick of this shit. You're constantly encouraged to partake in the 7 deadly sins. Constantly. No, I'm not angry. Well, yeah, I actually am angry because, do you know what, Claire? This is why I'm angry. Because this female, who's somebody's mother, and this person, that's a 33rd degree Mason, yes, I fucking said it out loud, worked with the devil to rob this child's house, if you get what I mean. SRA. Do you want to know what's at the bottom of the deck, Divine Soul Tribe? Not any fucking more, they ain't. Hidden secrets. Not anymore. Not anymore. I need to know things. Why do you know things, Divina? It's my job. How come you can uncover things? It's my job. I'm a high priestess. Go and look that up. You will regret messing with a chosen one. What will happen, you ask? A little bit of this, and then a lot of that. You ain't working. Get into it. Right, let's have a look and see what else is going on. Because, enemies. I'm pretty sure I'll find my... Your name holds power. Actually, it does. Divina Estrella Lumen. Divine starlight. My star is blue. Go and look that up. Go and look up the Divine Star weapon in World of Warcraft. Go and see what it does. It deals damage to its enemies while healing people in its path. And then it boomerangs, comes back and does the same thing again. Double lashings and double healing. That's my job. I'm a divine star, so my job is to guide people through their darkness and bring them to the mysteries to uncover their knowledge and wisdom. Generational curse breaker. Your name holds power. Yeah, it does. You can't make this shit up. Hidden secrets. Black sheep, yeah. You're on a twin flame mission. Right. I hear you say goddess energy. So Step into your divinity. You have the gift of courage. You're here on a twin flame mission. Oh, but what if that's my counterpart? That's in that energy, that refuses to heal, that's in that family. What indeed, I hear you say. What indeed? Well, if that is your person, you've got two options. You can keep moving forward like you have been doing and send them love and light. Even though they've been out here with those fuckers doing the most to you behind your back. Send them love and light anyway, because they need it. They're literally just a skin for that fucker. Because when their house was robbed, that fucking moved in. Well, that's cronies moved in, because that's the quickest way to fucking infest somebody. Keep telling you this. This bitch knew about it though. Or she was involved herself. That's something that keeps coming through. Either way, she knew. She knew what was going on. She would have done, because she was working with that cunt. I'm going to get into trouble for it, I swear it. If that's your person, and they're still in that energy, and you know they're still in that energy, you've got to stay away from them. I don't know how many different ways I can tell you that. There isn't a nice way to say it. You'll have to stay away from them, because they'll be trying to infect you with their shit. Nah. You've got a clean house. Well, at least I hope you do. You're the fucking star. You're healing. Yeah? And for a lot of you, your person is healing from this as well, because they are aware that they've got a twin flame mission. They emancipated themselves because they wanted to come towards you. Yeah? They don't want to be left out in the cold anymore from this connection. But there is a small percentage of you that your person is still in that energy. Just a small percentage. Because they're still being manipulated by those people. That's the Five of Swords. But then at the same time, it has been coming up that your person is being manipulative and telling lies on you. That is something that has been coming up through the collective. And I keep hearing it. Well, I know that's not me. But then, how do you know that's not you? Then I suppose I'm yet to meet my person. I'm still waiting, so I don't know if... how could somebody be talking about me if they don't know me? Well, they might know me, but I don't know them. But then why would you lie about them? It doesn't really matter. I know that's not for me. However, you see, there's a lot of mixed up energies. So people around you would be telling lies on you as well. And if readers are picking up on family members that are telling lies, and they're going into this part of this family over here, this distorted family, your family would be distorted as well. 33 on the clock when I was saying that. So it could be your family members telling lies about you, spreading hate and stuff. But no, there will be some of you that it's your person, because they're still in this fucking distorted energy. Yeah, telling lies. But don't worry, the tower's coming to clear the path. No more fucking heartbreak. And look, the devil's even fucking locked up. So, when that tower comes down, and it's already rumbling. I mean, shit, look what I'm picking up. Look what other readers are picking up. It's all come crashing down. I've been knowing this stuff. But I'm not going to just sit here and be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. See how I am when it comes to the sexual trauma and stuff? I don't really want to talk about it. That's the clover part of me left. This is Divina. It's coming out. The Two of Wands. Choosing your path. There's that fucking moon card again. What's done in the dark always comes to light. God's been watching. That's the Judgment card. Told you. Time's been called. Oh, look, here we go. Two boys together. Right, so we've got the king, two kings of pentacles and wands. One's been making investments and the other one's been doing fucking magic. Probably trying to do sex. I've been telling you, I sincerely hope, and I mean this, I sincerely hope that not one of you of my divine soul tribe have been out there sampling new fucking wands of darkness. Because if you have, you're fucked, and not in a good way. Not in a good way. There's the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. It's all coming in now. The tea's coming in. So someone who's fucking distorted, manipulative, narcissistic, and a fucking love bomber. Is it resonating so far? Four of Swords. You're recovering from that shit. Because you said bye-bye. I'm done with all that bollocks. Deaf to that shit. Deaf to your old life. They can't reach you because you evolved. Yeah? You got out of that fucking head trap that they tried to put you in. You said, I'm moving fast away from that shit. I'm releasing the burdens that you fucking put on me with your lies and your manipulation. Hopefully this is your person saying this as well. Because for some of you, your person's still involved in being a lying, manipulative, narcissistic prick. Or bitch, take it as it resonates. Seven of Wands. You stand your ground, and you make sure you stand your ground, because I promise you this. For that percentage of you where you haven't heard from your person for a little while, they'll probably come on in. Soon enough, probably not realising that you're fully activated now. So even though you had a lot of gifts before, they're all advanced now. Because you're ascending. Right? Be mindful. Check their energy. Check it. Get some mugwort. Make some tea. Bring it to the next tea party. Rites of passage. Hawthorn. Balance. Elemental kingdom. Winter. That's like the death card. Release. Transition. Reflect. We've been doing that. And we know them bastards have been out here doing mirror magic. There's that new moon. Be careful around these moon cycles. They love a bit of moon magic. New moon, full moon. 3 days before, 3 days after. Spirit bath, sage, Santo Paulo, crystals, protections, any of it. Anything you do for protection. And make sure you activate your divine protection. Yeah? 3 times a day minimum. Psychic abilities. Behaviour patterns. This is you. Check people's behaviour patterns. Not just your person, but the people around you. Because listen, I keep saying this to you, people will show you who they are. They do it all the time, but you ignore it. You overlook it. Oh, maybe this, maybe that. Stop it. Stop it. Creativity and change. Sacral chakra. Are you going to clear it out, people? Are you going to do it? Because that is what is preventing you from getting down to the basement and doing the last little bits. You haven't got long. Probably about 10 days to the end of this moon cycle before it starts again. We ain't got time for this shit. Get rid of it. Because that's how they keep getting in. That's how they keep attaching to you. If any of you are wondering, how do they keep getting me? How do they keep pulling me back in? Because they talk to your fucking demon that you keep housing. The one that's lived with you since you was a child. That's just for a small percentage of people. Right? Fire opal, sensuality and confidence. You need, look, and that comes back in with the sacral chakra. Yeah? You need to find your confidence to, you know, step into your power. Astral travel, that come up the other day. Vital force, information, dreamtime, soul travel. Listen, be mindful, always ask for protection when you are going to sleep. Spring, awakening, projects and renewal, nettle, boundaries and caution. Look, I've been telling you, you need to keep your boundaries up, you need to be cautious. That 44 was on the clock when I said that. Right. You're awakening, and we've got projects to be getting involved in. Saving the world. Yeah? Renewal. That's when things are going to get started. We've got what? What's the date today? The 2nd of March. You've got 20 days. 20 days. 20 days. 20 to get your shit in order. Because this can't continue. It can't continue. Let me get this one. Enough's enough. Right? What did I say to you the other day? Are you ready for the final test? Slowly but surely your person's been coming on in. But you need to check their energy. Do a fucking full body scan. Right. For the majority of you, your person has definitely chosen their path, and they've been walking that path in the time that they've been away from you. Healing all these wounds that have been left by these people in their life. These family members, group members. Let's call it that. Society, group, cult, fucking... It is what it is. But your person's been trying to heal all this stuff that they've accumulated over the years at the hands of these people. Demons. Right? They're trying to balance things out in their life, and they're coming towards you, who they see as wife material. And they're willing to take a leap of faith because they know it's part of their destiny. But they're struggling to get away from those people. Now, like I said, tiny, tiny, small percentage of people, your person will still be playing with them. It's prefer the devil's playground. There's nothing you can do about that. You can sit down there and wait for them to get out of that energy, but then you're literally discarding your blessing from God if you do that. So most of you, your person is in conflict with these people, trying to get away from them because they've seen the light, they've seen the truth. Everything's been brought to the surface. Yeah? Spirit said that's the truth. Yeah, they've got truth now, and they've gained some clarity on the situation. They know why things have been the way they are. And it's to do with their fucking family. But they're coming to you because they want to start a brand new family with you. A proper happy ever after. But these people in the background are fucking watching. I've been telling you. 44:04 on the clock. I've been telling you. You're being watched. You've been watched your whole life. These people are still out here trying to plot and plan. What can we do to get them off their perch? Playing with this fucker. But they don't get it. They don't get it. They had the fucking message. They got the burn notice. There's nothing but despair ahead for them. This is their fucking world. It's going to come crashing down. Because they invested in the wrong person. Yeah? And now they feel like they've missed out on an opportunity, because it don't matter what they do now. It doesn't matter where they invest. That's why they're in poverty. I told you this before. They've been spending their money. Only for your person to still walk away. Regardless. Because they don't want to be depleted anymore. They want to walk their journey. They want to walk on their path towards enlightenment. They're sick of being in the dark or operating in the dark, but operating from their wounded inner child. They're going for a brand new passionate beginning. They're going to accept their spiritual gifts and step into their magic instead of being heartbroken all the time. Empty and heartbroken. So they're going to come on in with a small but stable offer. So that you, after releasing all the burdens that have been weighing them down. So they will come on in fast. It'll be like a bit of a spinning moment. Because they have let go of their pride and ego. And they're now on that chariot. After being in this energy for quite some time, they want to come and have a brand new start in love with you. Now, that's for some of you. Not all of you. Some of you, you're dealing with this shit. Mothers, fathers, uncles, stepdads, aunties, grandmothers, fucking family members, either way, that work with this fucker to go around stealing children's houses. SRA. And they're still being manipulative arseholes, trying to hold your person back. But then, like we said, some of you, your person is fully immersed in that. Thinks it's a fucking honour that they got put in the club as a child. Bit like, I'm going to leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. Once you go down certain rabbit holes, you can't unsee and unknow things. You just can't. You just can't. The cognitive dissonance and the willful ignorance of this world is astounding. You have children on TV documentaries telling you that social services is a child trafficking ring. And you're going, I watched a clip of a documentary where a little girl, which was about 12 or 13, looked like an ordinary girl, lived on the council estate, talking about how her grandmother used to pass her around at parties and have animals. Willful fucking ignorance, people. That's SRA. Like I've told you before, when it comes to these covens and these societies and these people that are operating in the dark, well, they think they're operating in the dark. They're your neighbours. They're the local shopkeeper. They're the group of bitches that have book club every month. On the new moons. On the full moons. Them people there. I've been telling you. Everybody seems to be under the, oh wow, if they're in this group, if they're in that group, they must have this, they must have that. These fuckers walk around pretending that they're ordinary. That's what they do. That's why you don't suspect them. Because they walk around pretending to be ordinary. They'll drive a normal car. That's a few years old. They'll have a normal job. You know, nothing special. But what they do when they go home, what they do at the weekends, what they do in the woods. I can tell you now, that ain't ordinary. It fucking ain't normal, that's for sure. Because to tell you what ain't normal, well, it is to these people, because that's their fucking way of life. Raping children. Yeah. That's what robbing a child's house is, people, in case you didn't catch on to that. That's their bread and butter. That's how they fucking get you. Keep you in the fold that way. I'm not skirting around it anymore. A lot of you have experienced some horrific things at the hands of people like this. Yeah? Right? And this is what I was saying yesterday. I don't want to go through that again. It's painful. No. I know. But unless you go through it, sit with it, release it one last time, that's who's going to live in your house. Well, on your back. Watching over all the minions that you collect through your addictions. I told you, God likes a clean house. It's not your fault that your house got infested, but it's your house. Clean it up. We've all got to do it. All of us. Nobody is exempt from the house clearance. Unless, of course, you want to stay in the playground. But there's no power. The power's been cut. Snip, snip. The playground is barren. Narcissist. Trying to block your destiny. 4 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. By creating a situation that brings about burdens. So you have to stand your ground. But Spirit said justice is on its way. Spirit also said, that's the truth. Yeah? Because you're the Empress. You're in your receptive energy. No one can leave you out in the cold because you've got you. You looked after your wounded inner child. You healed. You took a leap of faith and you went towards God. Because you knew God would have your back. Not like these people that want to keep you in conflict. This goes for your person as well. Stabbing you in the back. Keeping you in this consistent despair. But that's all right because the Tower's come to clear the path. And because you're a high priestess, you're in your knowing about this divine partnership. Because you learnt to see things from a different perspective. Yeah? So you brought balance to your way of thinking. After investing in yourself. And look. There. God. You gave to God and God gave to you. Equal give and take. That's why you're the high priestess now. Because you're getting their messages. It's all balanced out now. You know about this manipulative bitch. Look, distorted energy that is. Out here trying to manipulate people. This one as well. Narcissistic couple. Trying to block your destiny and your person's destiny. Keeping you confused with the fucking devil energy. To try and dim your light. You can't fucking stop the sun from shining, clowns. You can't stop the sun from shining. We are fractals of the sun. Because we're fractals of God, you fucking clowns. If you want to keep playing with this mug, off your pop. I'll play in the sun, thanks, along with my Divine Soul Tribe. Because we're in our High Priestess energy. That'll be for the cross watchers. We all got in our boat and we sailed away from your bullshit, your manipulation, your lies and deceit. Because we've got a legacy to leave, which doesn't involve this prick. Or manipulative, narcissistic arseholes. My legacy doesn't, and I'm pretty damn sure that yours doesn't either, Divine Soul Tribe. You are about to make your life nice and stable. Yeah. Work, home life, all of it. Emotionally, because you took the time to heal, to look after yourself. You said it's fine. I'm going to let go and I'm let God. I'll do what I've got to do. And that involved letting go of all those narcissistic, spiteful, jealous arseholes. And anything else that was holding you back. Yeah? A lot of tea up. There you go. 9 of Cups with the Moon card. So I'm telling you, all these things, yeah, that are coming to the surface, right, will help you realise, right, what and who you need to let go of, what you can keep hold of as part of your wish fulfillment. These cards just fell on the floor. Ancient Divine Blood, Sage Your Space, told you this, Lemurian Blood, go and research that if you resonate with Lemurian Blood. You have the gift of courage and Goddess energy, Shaman. Right, that's what fell on the floor. Listen, you're going to get your wish fulfilled. There's the Ace of Pentacles. You got the job. Doesn't matter what they do. It's only going to end one way for them. Only going to end one way. Because you're on your divine path. One more. Oh, that's all of them. One more. At this moment in time, you're in an enlightening period of time. You're definitely going to get your love. Because you're going to give it to yourself first, and then it's going to come on in with your divine counterpart. And what if it's not who I thought it was? What if it isn't? What if it's someone better than a distorted narcissist? Let go and let God. Because you've emancipated yourself from this crap. Yeah? You've become wealthy independently of these people. But you're in abundance, not of money, of gifts, spiritual gifts and love. For yourself. You don't need it from them. You're about to receive your magic and commitment from God. God is going to hand you your magic. Yes, I do, Gareth. Inbox me, my love. Look, you are not going to be in this energy of regret and remorse. They are. Because they've been out there doing the fucking most to a chosen one. You completed your karmic cycles by leaving them fuckers out in the cold, leaving them in despair and sorrow and regret. Because they've been playing with this fucking clown, Baphomet. That's why I'm not even gonna get into it. You completed your karmic cycles because you invested in yourself. That's what they weren't banking on. You investing in yourself and saying, I'm not going to be manipulated by you anymore. I'm not going to be defeated by you and your fucking demons. I'm going to reconcile within myself, and then I'm going to reconcile with my counterpart. I'm no longer going to be sat out here feeling like I've missed out on an opportunity to have a gift from God. So I'm going to go in and collect that fast. Even though I've taken my time getting there. Because your person has been in hermit energy. But you've been in hermit energies, well, I hope you have, seeking enlightenment, like me. You're now in your Queen of Pentacles energy, because this is how you represent in the world. You're a boss. You've got your shit together. You run a tight ship. You're nurturing, you're giving, you're loving, you're caring. But you're practical as well. You're not trapped in your head. Your person might have been trapped in their head, but I don't think they are anymore. That's the page. That's the page of one. So be expecting a message from your person about your happy ever after. Because like I said, there's that small but stable offer. They're coming on in to give you something stable. Yeah, but that's also your job with God. because you healed. You healed. Yeah? And here we go again with the fucking Queen of Wands. But she ain't coming up as a hot mama jammer today. Oh, maybe she is. No, this bitch out here is, see, the Queen of Wands, yes, she's savvy. Yes, she's confident. Yes, she's a very spiritual person. She's a spiritual warrioress. She's a sorceress. She's got a lot of spiritual gifts, yeah? Like her, the King and Queen of Wands, they're the spiritual badasses, right? Listen, this one out here is standing in front of the Chariot with the Queen of Cups behind it. This would be your person's chariot. Why have we got somebody that will, well, they both will do it, sex magic and emotionally manipulative bitch standing in front of, one in front and one behind the chariot. Doesn't have to be women, it can be men. Energy's fluid. Why? Because they want the fucking victory that comes on that. So maybe your person had a couple of people in the background. Maybe this is part of that fucking cult or society, and they're thinking that they can step in and take your place as the divine feminine. Fucking idiots. Thinking that they can collect on this. Victory. And because your person's a spiritual infant, they're, well, if your person's in that fucking group, I 100% guarantee you, your person knows just as much as you when it comes to their spiritual gifts. In fact, I would say they probably know more because they would have been practicing all their life. So they might be a spiritual infant to this particular side of things, but they're still in their infancy compared to these fucking people, right? Because these fucking people want that victory. Third party situations, they want to get in on this graduation that's coming about. So they're out here trying to manipulate this King of Cups. Because this King of Cups is in love with his Empress. And here we fucking go again with the magic. The Magician and the Nine of Wands. The Magician is out here trying to make sure that you constantly feel like you're in an uphill battle. Cast some confusion. Let's do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah? Trying to cause any kind of trouble, anything that makes life difficult. Watching and waiting for the right time to strike, but you're strong. You don't operate from pride and ego like these pricks. So you can walk away from things. That'll be why they probably tried to send somebody in to do some fucking sex magic. But you work with God. You collaborate with the right people because you know your Emperor's energy when your Emperor comes on in. No Mr. fucking Smooth Talk is going to come on in and give you a little bit of larrup and get you to fucking lower your boundaries. Because you're not about to be juggled like a fucking mug. Yeah? Because you're in recovery from being manipulated your whole life. You are out here, you know, yeah, that your true person that you've shared countless past lives with is coming on in. Because you walked away from things that no longer serve you. You wrapped up your karmic cycles. You went and filled your own cups up. You walked your spiritual path. And you never let go of your faith in God. You know that God's always had your back. You let go of those 3D aspects of yourself and you ascended. And now God said, I'm sending my delivery boys in. It's time for you to move forward in your life. No more being stabbed in the back by emotionally manipulative bastards, by narcissists, those that run around in the devil energy, doing sex magic on people, stealing people's fucking light. Dirty bastards. That pisses me off. Running around, leaving people heartbroken, putting people in third-party fucking situations that they didn't even know they were in. Because that comes up quite a fucking lot. But you walked away from that. You said no more. I've made my decision. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to build my own coins. I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to learn how to use my gifts. I'm going to learn how I work. I'm going to learn what life's like without a wounded inner child. He walked away. Congratulations. Right. I don't know how I'm going to end this. Oh, right, I'm going to get my elemental forest deck out. I think, no, the enchanted forest, because they have nice messages. I want to end this in a nice way, because that was some heavy shit. I've been dragged out of my bed. I've been sat here for over an hour. Get the message out. Get the message out. The majority of this message was mainly about that family of people that think SRA is a way of life. You know, like Catholicism. Funny how I put the two together, but I digress. Yeah. They are going around acting like ordinary people. So yeah, I hear you say, oh, what, should I be suspicious of everyone? Yes, you fucking should. Because more people than you realise are working with this fucker here. Locking themselves in dark rooms for 3 days at a time so they can sign fucking deals with him. It's a Faustus bargain, I think, isn't it? Yeah, some shit like that. People out here doing that shit. The thing of it is, this person here, well, I say this person, there's going to be more than one person, but this person here that I'm picking up on, that I'm reading, they know. They're in that fucking family. They were born into it. Yeah? It is a way of life for them. They don't know any different. Well, they do. This is the thing. When there's abuse within the family, the child quickly realises it's not normal once they go to school and start talking to other children. Yeah? Oh, doesn't your mummy do this, or doesn't your daddy do that? No. So they know. That's why we've been dealing with a lot of addicts that don't want to give up their shit because they're trying to quiet the noise. But then saying that, they fucking love it. Especially if you're dealing with the one that likes to operate from that space and is fucking proud to be a member of that group. You know? You're an empress, so you ain't got to worry about none of that shit. You're protected. Why? Because your name holds power. You're here. You have a big mission on Earth. You're on a twin flame mission. Yeah? Bun them people. Enemies. Just keep yourself protected. I'm going to pull a card from the Enchanted Forest deck. You will regret messing with a chosen one. They fucking will. Hot now. Right. Because you're on your path to righteousness, that's why they'll regret it. Death and rebirth, death to them, rebirth to you. But at the moment, they're in this energy. That's why they've been trying to do things like confusion, sex magic. I've been telling you about that sex magic. They've been on it. And let's not forget, the magician was in the reverse in that reading I did earlier. I can't remember what reading I did in the reading earlier. I know. Magician was in the reverse with the devil. That might have been the one I did for YouTube earlier. So the magician is a manipulator, right? Because he can't be a manipulator. The way he was coming up, the magician doesn't have their powers anymore. Because the veil's been lifted. You can't be manipulated. That's the thing. Like, as soon as somebody opens their mouth and tries it. But then I've always been like that. But now, love. Just split the deck and love. Transcending. That's you. You're transcending. And for the majority of you, your person is transcendent as well because of your love for them. This, listen, this what I've just done here, this is for a small minority of people. You're all being watched, don't get me wrong, but this particular bit with the family, your person being born into the family, or you, even if it's you, if you're cross-watching, I don't even know why I'm calling you cross-watchers at this point. Cross-watchers are haters that just want to know the tea or what tea I've got. And if your masculine, your counterpart has found their way here, they're not cross-watchers really, because they're part of the divine soul tribe. Right? Growth. Yeah. You're growing spiritually, and there's been a change. There'll be a change in your person as well, but after a bit of chaos. Sometimes there has to be a little bit of chaos to shake things up for an expansion. Energies running through you at the, listen, this is you at the moment, harnessing the energies, harnessing it, and be mindful of the fucking family members. Keep telling you. You need to trust the process, right? Trust that this period of reflection, because it's like the judgment card, this period of reflection is going to bring you to this state of purity. I told you, house clearance. If your person's still drinking, if your person's still drugging, if your person's still out there having mindless, meaningless, empty sex with just going out there doing that shit, they ain't pure. And if they're not pure, it's 444. If they're not pure, you can't be pure if they're coming into your house. Right? So just stay on the path. Try to be flexible about things, but just stay in your wisdom and your knowing. Yeah? Don't get caught off guard. You're too close. You can't see things in black and white, but you know, trust your instincts. And but you see when your gifts start coming in, because they're going to start coming soon, be open to how you receive them. Be open to what they are. Because they're not going to come the way you expect them to. All right? And I will implore you to make sure you do a proper energy scan on your person when they come back in. Because they will. Because they won't be able to help themselves. They want to see if they can. A lot of your people, it's because they've grown, they've changed, and they're in love. Yeah? They've released all the things that have been holding them back from the past, and they're willing to grow and evolve. Well, they've already started doing that anyway. And they're coming on in to see if you guys can work something out together. Okay? Because you have a twin flame mission. Anyway, I need to go back to bed. Because I have actually got work in the morning. So, thanks for sticking it out this long, guys. Thanks for coming. I would say sorry about the content, but that's that's why I was woken up. I had to do it. Because I keep telling you, when I do a reading, she'll post something and it'll come up. And it did. Because good night, my darling. I've been picking up on that for a while. In fact, we can go back to the Generational Curse Breakers video I did. I might repost. I've reposted it before about... I picked this up about a mother in a family and I'm going to repost it. I'll just reshare it. Have a watch. Because I picked that up. I think I got that before Christmas. Or just... Yeah, I got that download before Christmas about the mother being involved in all that kind of stuff and knowing that she was going to have a child. Hi, Becky. Knowing that she was going to have a child that was going to have all these spiritual gifts. Because tend you, these people, they don't leave nothing to chance. They go in. Birth charts, everything. They'll have a daily forecast for you. Daily. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. I can't see. I'm tired. So, I'm going to repost that other video so you can, because that all ties into what I've just been saying and what Mystic Tori's been picking up on. She's got the tea. See, I only go to certain readers and watch certain readers because of the tea that they're spilling. I take a flask to that tea party, I'll tell ya. Because it's not about, oh, your person's coming in, no, you're going to live happily ever after. I want the fucking tea. I don't want to. I'm sick of doing them fucking readings. I ain't interested in when your person coming back. They land on my doorstep when they're fucking good already. Well, they don't know where I live because I don't know fucking who they are, but that's not the point. Anyway, I'm off. I'm going before I start looking at cards again. So I'll be back later because it's nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. And this mama gonna get some sleep before she go work. So, it's been nice to see you. See you nice. Thanks for sticking around. And I see you next time. So till next time, stay divine.